maybe some little gift, little cups, or I got a little dog one time. Me and Joe got us a little orange dog, and Bobby took mine out to play with it when he was little and left it out, and someone got it.
Somebody got your
Yeah,
little dog.
but Aunt Frida's got Uncle Joe's.
All right.
Grandma gave Aunt Frida's Joe's so Johnny could have it.
Well, what about, and of course that's all pretty commercialized now, Christmas is.
And
But,
I remember one time I went to Christmas at school. Well, I got a China doll all dressed up. Mom had made a dress and put little blue ribbons on it and bows. And I always wondered how Santa Claus knowed I wanted that doll.
is that right?
It was about that long.
And,
And it was really pretty. Mom fixed it for me. I found that out later, like Lady Goble.
like Lady Gold.
Yeah.
All right. Now there's other holidays, and did you all celebrate Thanksgiving like we do now?
Yeah. We usually had a goose.
Had a goose.
Yeah, a
Okay.
goose. We had a goose. We didn't have turkeys. We had goose.
What about the 4th of July? Was that a big celebration back then?
No, we never shot very many firecrackers.
No. Okay. Did you have?
We'd maybe go to a picnic and get a bottle of pop and ride on a merry-go-round or something like that, but not very often.
Not very often. How about Easter? Did you celebrate Easter?
Easter, we didn't do very much Easter.
Well, somebody said there was something in your lifetime where you had to put a name on the egg or something like that. Do you recall any incident that what happened when you put your name on the egg?
Oh, that was I was just 12 years old when I wrote my name on an egg, and it went to Massachusetts. And I was 16. That's when I was pretty well struck on urban. I wouldn't answer this letter.
You mean that? Well, how come you put your name on the egg? When was that? Now?
Me and another girl did.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how it comes to it. But anyhow.
Well, what the egg? I mean, these just regular old farm eggs?
Yeah, just old chicken eggs.
But Bertha Bell and them had chickens.
Yeah,
and
put it in a little egg crate.
Mm-hmm.
Took it up to Virgil and sold it.
Sold the eggs.
And then 4 years later, I got a letter from Jack Plunkett from Boston, Massachusetts.
Well, I didn't know you were that racy back in your day, Mom. Sending strange eggs to strange men.
Well, I did.
Well, what did you put on the egg?
I just put my name and address, and that guy wrote to me.
How about the other young lady? Did she get an answer?
No, she never did hear from her egg.
Her egg got cooked
No.
and.
See, it's 4 years, and he just got that egg.
Well, that was a mighty tasty egg, wasn't
Oh, gosh, I wouldn't want that.
it? You wouldn't want that egg. And you didn't answer the letter.
No, I was too struck on Irvin
Did
then.
you keep the letter at all?
I wouldn't wrote to him for nothing. Mom tried to get me to, and I wouldn't write to him.
Did Dad?
I got 2 letters, then I got a card, and it had beans on it. It says, you don't know beans till you come to Boston. That's the last time I ever heard from him.
My goodness. Well, was Irvin aware of this guy writing you at the time?
No, I
You
didn't
didn't let him know that?
No, I didn't.
Had you ever told him that?
Nope, I never did tell him.
Never did tell him all
No,
these years. You kept that to yourself.
No, I didn't tell him that.
Well, what about that?
He told me to go get Jack Plunkett
I
4
see.
times in once, imagine.
Well, that was a pretty good trick you did there. Was there anything that you really did that might just been a little mean or ornery?
Yeah, me and Maud was little, and he had me to hold the cat's tail.
Uh-huh.
Had me to hold the cat's tail, and he took the hammer and hit that cat's tail, and away it went.
Well, did you get a spanking for that, maybe?
We didn't tell it.
We didn't tell that either.
No,
right?
me
You
and Maud didn't tell that.
just got all kinds of things you haven't told anybody, have
No, we didn't tell it.
you? Oh, my goodness. And, well, I know you, when you grew up, of course, everybody had pretty hard times back then.
Oh, land.
And did you feel like you were just poor, or did you feel like you were just lucky and
Oh, he just went along like everybody else. Just everybody.
didn't pay too much attention
No.
Did you have any wish books back then? Sears catalog?
No, no, no.
You just had to go to the general store and
You
shop?
just went to the general store and bought what we wanted.
Well, what did you do when were you living on the farm most of the time when you're living in
Well,
Cedar?
me and Urban got married. I run off and got married.
I see.
I broke my mom's heart.
You broke your mom's heart.
Uh,
When did you get married now? What date was that?
Second day of September, 1924.
1924.
Yeah.
Where'd you get married?
Huh?
Where did you get married?
Independence, Kansas.
Was the justice of the peace, or
Huh?
justice of the peace, or a
Yeah,
preacher?
just as peace. I don't think I'd ever marry.
I see. Well, I guess we know what that makes Daniel, don't we? And all the rest of us. But so you did do a few little ornery things.
Well, I did, yeah.
You hit the cattail, and
Huh?
is there anything else you can remember besides holding the cat and Uncle Watt hitting it?
Oh, I don't know whether. I don't remember very much. I was cooking and making light bread when I had to put it down on the floor. Not in the floor, but in the chair to knead it. I couldn't. And washing dishes, had to stand up on the box, and the water run down my arms. We didn't have short sleeve dresses. We had old long sleeve dresses then.
Well, now you got married, and you married in Independence. Where did you go to live since you
Well,
just
we
ran off?
come back to Nevada.
Back
Right here.
Right here in Nevada, Missouri.
Yeah, right here. Moved on Austin Street.
On Austin Street.
Yeah,
Is that old building still there?
No, they tore it down.
Tore it down.
That old building's still there where Dendel was born.
Well, what did Urban do to support you then? Because you didn't go to work
Well,
immediately.
he first went to work on a truck, hauling freight. I think he got $10 a week
Driving a freight truck then.
driving a freight truck and unloading it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he quit that. He always quit. He didn't stay with the job very long. He went to work at the working in a grocery store cutting meat. He was a real good meat cutter.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's getting $15 a month then.
A month or a week?
I mean, $15 a week. That was good money then.
Yeah.
And then that's when Joe come back from Iowa, and he wanted to go out in Kansas, and so we went without in Kansas, and that's when Uncle Joe got killed.
You lived in Cherryville then?
Yeah, Cherryville.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted to move out on a farm, and we moved out on a farm.
Now, was Denzel born at the time?
Yeah, Denzel's little. Denzel was, let's see,
He was
Denzel
born in
was,
1925.
he was a year and a half old
I
when
see.
we moved from Nevada and moved out to Kansas.
And then what did Dad do out there?
He farmed,
Uh,
and then he didn't do a good job on that, so before you was born, we moved into Cherryvale, and he went to work at the smelter.
Smelter.
Yeah, and he done all right there, and that smelter shut down overnight. Now, that's when he moved back. Mr. Overton got killed.
Yeah.
Mr. Overton got killed out there, and Miss Overton and them moved back to Cedar County.
I believe that Lucinda had died just before he got killed,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, Mr. Overton. She died about 6 weeks before Mr. Overton got killed.
Let's see. He got killed in October, wasn't it? Somewhere
Yeah,
in there.
he got killed the 10th of October,
1929.
1929.
So Lucinda died in August, I
August.
believe it was.
August.
He got killed in 1929,
Yeah.
and then your brother got killed in December of 19.
Our brother, Joe got killed before Mr. Orton did.
Well, I was thinking he died in December.
He died in 26.
Oh,
Joe did.
Oh, I see.
Joe got killed in 26. Mr. Orton died in 29.
Well, there's a note there that I'd like to throw in just before we go on here. Lucinda, his mother, died, and the doctor that signed the death certificate also signed his death certificate, and then he signed my birth certificate.
Yeah, yeah.
So he was the same doctor.
Dr. Kellum.
Dr. Kellum.
Dr. Kellum.
I've got all that documented for you.
Yeah. And somebody killed him.
Somebody killed him. Is that a jealous husband or something?
That never did know who done it.
Never done it. Well, it wasn't me. I wasn't old.
No.
What, we'll go back just a little bit. You had, let's see, in your background there was Man and Bud.
Yeah.
Do you know what nationality the Buds might have been?
They're Germans.
German?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about Man? That was German too?
Man's was Irish and I don't know. They got that Irish in there though.
Yeah.
I don't know what the man says.
And what nationality do you think that Dad might have originated from?
Who?
Irvin.
Oh, he's got Indian in him. I don't know how much, but he's got Indian from Granny.
Lucindy Marshall.
Yeah, yeah.
You know whether she was half Indian or whole?
No, I think she was the fourth.
A fourth.
Fourth. I think she was just fourth Indian.
Did,
you could tell it.
Yeah. Did John Miles have any problem marrying a part Indian or something?
I don't think so.
Something said about the old squaws or something like that, he'd get out and fight or something?
No, I never did hear that.
Well, you grew up then, you were born in 1907, and you got married in 1924, and seemed like you had a pretty happy childhood.
Yep, I did.
You had to work hard, but that didn't hurt you.
No, it didn't hurt me.
And then when you got married, why, you realized what your mother was talking about.
Yeah, I really have.
And you sort of said, well, it would be nice if you'd listen to Mom, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we know that you were a couple. You're pretty secretive about a lot of things, especially with the egg and the cat. Uncle Watt helping him smash a cat's tail. That's pretty rough. What about if you just, you know, you always tend to forget the hardest times, and the toughest times, and the times that really bother you most. Do you remember anything that was the toughest time in your life?
Well, one time we was about out of everything to eat, and me and Denzel went to Virgil, got some beans. Oh, it was cold. Oh, how come me and Denzel to go instead of your dad? Your dad stayed home with you and Carl. Me and Denzel talked up through there and in the snow. And, oh, it was just snowing when we went, and when we come back, it was just a blowing.
Was you walking? Or?
Yeah, I got back home. Them old beans didn't have nothing in them, but them pinto beans had them old burrs, them old sandburrs in there.
Now, where were you living when you
We
had
was
that?
living at the rock house where Carl was born.
How'd you heat that old house?
Oh gosh, we had an old King heating stove, and it just hopped up and down. You put that dry wood in there, and it was cold in that house. Oh, now you kids live.
Now that about let's see, you say Carl was born then,
Yeah.
so that was after 19 and.
That was 1930. Well, that was the same year he was. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was the same year he was born. He was born in 1932, and it was that fall when we went to Virgil, and it was cold.
Do you remember what Dad was doing as his job? Did he have a job then?
Well, he was just cutting wood and
Doing the best he could.
things like that. Shoot, didn't have.
Well, that was during the Depression. There wasn't much work around.
Huh?
That was during the Depression. There wasn't much work around.
That was when things was burned up.
If you had a dozen eggs, how much could you sell them for back then?
10 cents a dozen.
10 cents a dozen.
Yeah.
That wasn't a penny a piece, was it?
No, it wasn't.
And
And it couldn't have one to eat. We had to sell them.
had to sell them.
Had to buy sugar and coffee and stuff
How much
like.
did a pound of coffee cost back then? If you had coffee, that's a big luxury, wasn't it?
Oh, a pound of coffee. You could get a good pound for 20 cents then.
Yeah. And that'd last a long time.
Yeah.
Well,
You had to, you had grind it, put it in the coffee and grind it like that.
in other words, it cost you 20 cents a pound for the beans.
And you had to grind it.
You had to grind it up.
Yeah, and then you didn't grind only just enough for each meal, so it'll
And
stay.
that was probably the most toughest time you can remember when you were out of things to eat.
Well,
And you and Denzel walked to Virgil to
Yeah.
buy food.
bought food and we'd run out of milk. Wouldn't have no milk. We'd just have to.
Didn't have a cow then, huh?
Well, she'd go dry and didn't have another cow to give milk, so we just had to do that till the cow was fresh.
And you were nursing Carl at the time, I guess.
Huh?
You were nursing Carl at the time,
Yeah,
and then you walked all the way. How far was Virgil from the old rock house?
hour and a half. I mean, a mile and a half.
A mile and a half through the snow.
Ooh, it was cold.
And you probably had but rubber boots on and
No.
sock feet and everything.
No, I didn't have no boots on.
Oh,
Just
my.
had on shoes. Me and Denzel both just had shoes on. We didn't have no boots on.
Feet got pretty cold then. Well, do you remember any other time that things got pretty rough? What'd you do about doctors back then?
The what?
Doctors. Anybody catch the
Oh.
flu or anything like that?
Shoot. I just doctored you kids myself mostly. Turpentine, coil, and camphor, and quinine. Fix it up, put it on your chest with a wool rag.
Seemed like one time everybody had the flu in that old rock house. Was it?
Well, we did.
Except Denzel, wasn't it?
That's when Denzel took care of everybody. To cook, he even made a blackberry pie.
How old was he then?
Let's see, Carl was little. Let's see, Carl was born in 32. Let's see, he was 8 years old, I guess.
Well, there was a couple times there that you couldn't doctor him though, and that was old Bob Duane.
What? When?
Bob got sick.
Yeah. We had to take him up to Mercy Hospital up to Kansas City. He's almost dead.
Was that dehydration or?
He got they called it. Mom called it the bloody flux. He just diarrhea, and almost died.
Just had dysentery. They call
Yeah.
it dysentery now,
Yeah,
wouldn't they?
yeah. So,
You don't know what caused that? Or
well, it's what he ate. He ate some watermelon that summer. It's his second year, second summer.
You don't think it might have been some kind of a bug or
I don't know.
virus or anything?
They said it was something he ate. That watermelon's what started it. So, well, I think we've done enough. What?
Well, I'll tell you what we ought to do. Let's take a break, and then if we think a bunch of more. Well, when did you get that stone?
1954 in
That's
December.
Brand new.
Looks like it's brand new stove.
That I got it in December when David was a little boy.
Huh.
That's when I built that bathroom out there when David was little.
It's a Siegler.
Yeah.
Siegler. Probably don't make them anymore.
No, they don't make it no more.
That's the only heat you got in the house, isn't it?
Yep. It.
Looks good.
Well, we nearly froze to death before we got this stove.
I know. This house was how old? It was pretty old when you bought it.
Well, it was 75 years old when we bought it.
So now that'd be what?
Well, we've been here 40. Be
It'll be-
40. Be 44 years this February. This
44
coming
years.
February. Look how many times.
14, maybe 114 years.
Jeez.
114 years this whole
Yeah.
house.
Doesn't look old.
There was an old gal on TV the other day, was 115.
She was?
Yeah, she sleeps 14 to 18 hours a day though.
Oh,
So she fell asleep during her party.
Oh.
They had her on television, she was slumped off asleep. But she was 115 years old.
Oh,
But you guys remodeled this thing completely though, didn't you? Several times.
Oh, it looked awful. I remember
What, this
this
house?
house when we drove up in front of it. Oh,
Yeah, this didn't have the bed of paint on it,
Had weeds waist high?
huh?
Had weeds up on the waist high?
Yeah, back there at the back. Old toilet back there at the back.
basement where they used to keep pigs.
Yeah, and cracks in the floors, you could see down through it. Irvin put these hardwood floors on.
Oh, these are hardwood.
No door down in glass there.
Oh,
Wallpaper was hanging all over it.
And how many kids did we sleep in one bedroom?
Yeah.
How many?
How many?
Yeah.
Well, the EJ and Carl slept in there, and Bobby in there on the bed, and I let out to hide a bed for you and Mary Bell after you got big enough. After Mary Bell got big enough, but I had them little army cots, you know, that you slept on. You and Bobby up there at Sunflower, little bitty ones.
But you've been here ever since, so you've been here.
That's what I say. I'm so proud of all my kids. They growed up to be so nice. All my grandkids, I'm proud of them.
Your great grandkids.
Huh?
And your great grandkids.
Yeah, great grandkids. I've got all kinds of good great grandkids. Look, that's how big David and Chris and her is. Great grandkids.
I know. You might end up having great grandkids.
Well, it tickle me. I'd get to hold one of them, get my picture taken with them.
Don't forget your good daughter-in-laws.
Huh?
Don't
Yeah.
forget your good daughter-in-laws.
I've got good daughter-in-laws too. Yep, I like them all.
I'll never forget that day that lightning come in this place.
In here.
Come back to California, we didn't have any lightning here, and, no, out in California, you just don't have lightning. Came back in and spent the night in there one night, and that lightning shot clear across there and went to this stove. Right, bolt come right through there.
Yeah, the lightning blew the
Seen
stove
nothing like
out
it.
twice.
Yeah.
It struck twice?
Uh-huh.
Well,
I've been, we had to have it fixed. Where's Mary Bell?
She's in there. Is that on standby or still?
No, it's got to roll a little bit. Stop it. I know there's a million other questions. Well, you're doing awful good. You're knocking off dates and names like,
Have you named everybody's name and
Yeah.
birthday from grandkids to everybody, huh?
well, she didn't say nothing. She ought to tell about you girls raising you.
Well, what?
Tell the story about raising those girls, what they got into, what they
For
done.
them girls?
Yeah.
Oh, Doris May. Yeah, it was you knocked the fence down, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Meant you had to get it fixed. You said, "Oh, Mom, come and help me."
What you
And I
knocking
says,
down?
I run.
Car.
What is? She's trying to parallel park out there, wasn't she?
Yeah, trying to fill out a car.
Run into the fence and knocked the post off, and I run and got a darn post and hammer and drove that post down next to the post and wired that fence up. Irvin never did know it.
Well, that's about like the time I started, first time I was driving and backed out of the drive and hit the tree.
Yeah.
What'd I do then?
Oh, you clawed and bawled. Hit the tree. Your dad got on to you though, see, he didn't get on Doris May first. We got it all fixed up before he noticed.
Better be quiet in that chair, you'll hear squeaking in there.
Well, I think we've got enough.
What did you used to make my clothes out of?
24-pound flour sacks. Get 2, make a little dress, and a little pair of pants. With
Tell-
a little bit of trimming on it.
Tell me how you made my handkerchief dress.
Yeah, you made a
How'd you do that?
handkerchief.
I might want to make my granddaughter
Look at
one.
that little bead you put on there. Isn't
Handkerchief.
that neat?
That's a cuter than
Yeah.
Handkerchief dress, well, I just gathered it on to the skirt, made a little band here, cut a little piece right up through here, made a little, and then little ruffles over the shoulders and a little sash. Well, you've got a picture, ain't you, of your
Yeah, I think I do.
picture dress?
Yeah.
I know them kids at the Annas has got a picture. I made them one too.
Tell about the time what Dad made me for Christmas that one year. Got the doll bed.
Oh, he
Oh.
took, remember sitting right over
Right
there?
over there in that corner, I
Yeah.
remember.
He took little bitty round things about that big. Made a little, it was about that wide, wasn't it?
Mhm.
And the head, what went with that?
I don't know. Was it still out in the shed or not?
No, I don't think he did. Made little slats, and I made a little mattress, and a little quilt.
It was pink.
Huh?
It was
Yeah,
pink.
Pink doll bed. And I took your doll and made a white dress and
Red
little
coat.
patent leather shoes out of an old pocketbook and a red satin cap trimmed in red and little red coat.
Mhm.
That you thought you'd got a new doll.
I thought I had a brand new doll, didn't I? I
Yeah.
was so tickled.
Mary Doris May kept you out of the house while I got it sewed up and fixed.
She probably had me in the baby buggy running up and down or something. I was telling,
And the boys gave her a high chair.
Yeah.
I was telling Bree about me sneaking the cat home.
Yeah.
Tell about that.
Well, you and Faye you wanted the cat and Faye gave it to you, and then after she gave it to you, well, she didn't want you to have that cat. She cried, and was going to take it back, and Wad made her give it to you, and EJ put it, twine all around it, and put it in the back end of the car for Irvin didn't want you to have the cat, and we'd coming home there once in a while, EJ'd say, meow, meow, act like the cat was a meow, and get that cat a clear home, Irvin didn't know it. And then he thought more of that cat than anybody, called it Tommy Dido.
Then I used to dress it up in clothes.
Yeah, you dressed it up in little clothes, you had your doll buggy, and you put your cat in it, and go up and down the road, so you had a cat.
Tell about when we moved from Sunflower and Dad got bit by a cat.
No, I got bit by the cat.
Oh, you got bit by a
Well,
cat.
Carl had an old cat, we'd gone to Sunflower, and, let's see.
Something happened.
Oh, the cat got out of the box, and we didn't want it to get back there and wet on the covers and things, and I went back to get it, and the thing scratched me, and Irvin got that cat by the neck and just killed it right now.
Oh.
And fixed it out the
Back of the truck.
back end of the truck, and there I had a sore hand and all that work to be done, and it was hard to do. My hand was just really scratched. Of course, I didn't go to doctor or nothing. I had to get my hand well and get all that stuff unpacked, and Doris May got shut up in the bathroom the very first night we got up there. She got in there and locked the door, and
First bathroom we had.
huh?
That's the first indoor bathroom we
Yeah,
had.
it's the first we ever had, and it happened to have a sliding door up there, and Irvin, she couldn't get out, and he put Carl up there to let him go down through that hole, and he just gave her thunder, because So she got in there and locked herself up.
Was that when you moved to Sunflower?
Yeah, yeah,
And then I was born.
yeah, you was born.
Then you moved the